Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to a special video. So Steam is celebrating its 20th anniversary. Steam started on the 12th of September 2003, so it's exactly 20 years old, well, a day more. And they're doing a bit of a sale here. So what they've done here is first they've made the layout to look like it's older from 2003 or something. And then they have highlighted some of the top games that released each year. So for example, 2003, you had these top games. 2005, you had these games. So what I've done in this video is I've gone through this list and picked out 20 games from over the last 20 years that are on good sales right now. Some of them are not on sale, some of them are on sale but not at the best prices. But here are 20 games from Steam from the last 20 years. So we start off first obviously with the Half-Life games because this is what they started with. And we have the first Half-Life game here from 1998. Of course, Steam started later, so this released in 2003, 4. And yeah, classic game. I started my YouTube channel with this game as well, with the Let's Play of this. And yeah, still pretty fun game, overwhelmingly positive as you can see. And of course, insanely cheap. If you still haven't played this, have a look at this. 90% off, 34 rupees only, $1, 71 cents, 71 pence, sorry. 114 in Canada, 81 cents in the Eurozone, 7,000 Indonesian, 29 in the Philippines, 145 Australian, and 1139 in Mexico. Yeah, so this is where it all started. Then of course we have Half-Life 2. This came out in 2004 and again maybe even better. And this is also on a great sale, a little more than Half-Life 1, 48 here in India. Otherwise, most places it seems to be about the same. Next we have Counter-Strike Source. So, the original multiplayer game, and you can see still has 3,000-4,000 people playing. So once again, 48 rupees only, $1, 85 pence, 129 in Canada, 97 in the Eurozone. Half-Life Episode 1, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, and this is also very cheap, 90% off, 40, everything is 90, 79 cents. Episode 2, this was the last Half-Life game, you could say, like expansion or whatever, standalone. This is for some reason even cheaper, 29 rupees, 79 cents, 57 pence, 89 cents in Canada, 65 cents in the Eurozone. Now we move on to some non-Valve games. There are a few more coming up, but we have Hitman Blood Money from 2006. So this was one of the top games from 2006, and understandably so, very fun Hitman game. And so this is also available, very cheap IO interactive game, 119 rupees only, $3, 278 pounds, 4 in Canada, 3 in the Eurozone. Next, back to Valve, we have the first Portal game, also very popular. This was a little shorter than the second game, but also very fun game, and you can see overwhelmingly positive. Very cheap once again, 90% off, 48 in India, $1, 85 pence. Left 4 Dead, more Valve game, and we also have Left 4 Dead 2, you could probably get that. This one is again 90% off, 48 in India, $1, and so on. Same price for the second one. Just get the second one, it's better. And you can see 18,000 people still playing, a big great number in terms of multiplayer, and this is from 2009. 14-year-old game and still has 18 to 30,000 people playing daily, so multiplayer will be great for this one. Then we have Just Cause 2 from 2010. I did not know this was such a big deal. This was one of the top games of 2010. I knew this was a popular game, but you could say Just Cause 2 turns out to be like the best in the series then, if it was a top game here on Steam. And yeah, it was a fun game. It will be very fun to play even now. Graphics are just about good enough that you wouldn't feel like it's too dated. Plus it's very cheap. It will run on potato systems as well. So base game here is 75% off, 119 in India, $374, 249 pounds, and 4 in Canada. You could just get don't they have like a complete version? There are a few DLCs here which for some reason are not on sale, which is a shame. But yeah, base game is on sale though. Next we have Portal 2, and pretty much the last Valve game. I mean, let's forget about the card game they released. But Portal 2 was amazing. I did play it soon after it came out, and I actually played this before any of the Half-Life games, and yeah, loved this game. Great game, great humor and interesting puzzles. And people who don't enjoy puzzle games, you'll probably love this one. Again, 90% off, 48 rupees, $1. Now on to 2012, and Terraria is one of the top games. In fact, it's still a top game, I guess. Look at this, closing in on 1 million overwhelmingly positive reviews. Hugely popular, very cheap. They also sell you the game in like a pack of 4, so you can share it with friends. So base game here is 50% off, 184 in India, $5, 349 pounds, 549 in Canada, €5. But the 4-pack is a lot cheaper. So basically you are getting 4 games for the price of 2 roughly. So you can see still 19,000 people playing. Peak today was almost 40,000, and this game is from 2011. Wow. Now 2014 next. I didn't find many games on sale between 12 and 13. So Watch Dogs, the first game, even though I don't remember it being very popular, it seems it was a top game on Steam. So I guess the hype was there. Ubisoft was on top back in the day, and whether this game was good or not, it did very well. And of course, this has been given away free, but if you don't have it, it's on a great sale here. 85% off, still has the old regional pricing, I guess. 224, well, maybe not, but it's still not too bad. 224 in India, $449, 389 pounds, and 6 in Canada. I would say the Ubisoft decline started with this. Again, just my opinion. Next, we have Rise of the Tomb Raider from 2016. So a lot of people say this one is the best in the trilogy. I personally found the last one to be more entertaining, but overall people say this is the best of the 3, the new trilogy, I guess. And yeah, this is quite cheap. This is the season pass. This is the game here. 80% off, 200 in India, only $6, 4 pounds, 7 in Canada, 6 in the Eurozone. So nice sort of round numbers, I guess. Well, almost. And then we have Assassin's Creed Origins. So this is when they went back to the past, like even further, and they sort of reinvented the game as a more of a RPG. And we had the ancient Egypt setting here, so from 2017. And this is base game, 85% off, $449 in India, $9, 749 pounds, 12 in Canada, 9 in the Eurozone. Assassin's Creed Deluxe Edition and Gold Edition. I did not realize it had 3 editions. I thought it only had 2. Anyway, so the Gold Edition, which is the top edition, has everything, 80% off as well, 900 still, 20 pounds, 15 in Canada, 15 in the UK, 26 in Canada, 18 in the Eurozone. Now on to 2018, and we have the final in the trilogy of the Tomb Raider games. We have Shadow of the Definitive Edition. Now all these Tomb Raider games have been given away by Epic, but of course if you want them on Steam, you can pick this up here on a great sale here. Where is it? Okay, so they only seem to have this as a bundle. They don't have the base game separately. Yeah, I'm not getting the other prices. Alright, so it is $9.90 in the US, $9.90 in the Eurozone, and $7.48 in the UK for the Definitive Edition. From 2019, we had the full Master Chief Collection released on Steam. Halo was exclusive to Xbox. They ported it to PC. Initially, there were some minor issues, but they did patch it and improve it. And now finally, on Steam, we had the full collection of the Halo games up until Halo 4, I think. Halo 5 isn't included, but there are like 5 or 6 games in here. So yeah, these are the games here, 6 Halo games, and currently this is 75% off, still at a great regional price, $224 in India, $10, 749 pounds, 1249 in Canada, and 10 in the Eurozone. Red Dead Redemption was another top game from 2019, Redemption 2. And yeah, the rumors of a sequel, and after many years we got one, and this is another great game, very detailed, and the base game here is at its usual 67% off, 1055 in India, $1979, £1979, 26.39 in Canada, and 19.79 in the Eurozone. There's an Ultimate Edition, which is a little more, well, quite a bit more actually, $10 more. So it's $30, $15.59 in India, 27 in the UK, 36 in Canada. Valheim from 21 was another very successful game. I do remember this being very popular when it launched. Multiplayer game, survival crafting, up to 10 people can play. It's still in early access, but still very popular. 356,000 positive reviews, and at the moment still on a good price, old regional price once again. 317 in India, $12, $9.29 in the UK, 13.69 in Canada, 12 in the Eurozone. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So yeah, EA released Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which is a remaster of the original trilogy and with all the DLCs and everything, and it's generally been very positive. And I believe this is on a new low right now. You can see here 11 September is the new low for this. Previously I had seen this for 70% off, 75, something like that, and this is now 80% off, 600 in India, $12, £10, $15.99 in Canada, 12 in the Eurozone. And now finally we come to 2023, and one of the top games of this year is Battle Pit Remastered. Early access shooter, low system requirements, and has been quite popular. This is now 20% off, not a big sale, but again very popular. Numbers seem to be a bit down, peak up to 10,000, $7.92 in India, $12, $10.23 in the UK, 16.80 in Canada, 11.83 in the Eurozone. This is like a new game, so obviously the pricing is different. It doesn't have the same regional pricing as some of the older games. So yeah, there are other games as well, but I wanted to stay on theme for this 20th anniversary of Steam and wanted to look at the top games over the last 20 years. So hopefully this was fun. Let me know how many of these classics have you played, and if you are interested in picking any of these. Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you next time.